Magic Arena. So far, we've been doing some pretty evil stuff, with the best draft so far being a really insane Muldrotha Mirari Conjecture deck that ended up also going off with Karn's Temporal Sundering. Unfortunately, that one wasn't streamed, so we're going to try and replicate a little bit of that tonight. Let's get started. Yes, we will purchase. My name is Justin, and I will be guiding you through this stream. And already we get to open an absolute bomb in Pack 1. Territorial Allosaurus. Might seem a little vanilla at 4 mana 5/5, but just a good card. And its kicker at 7 mana, that feels like a lot, but its flexibility is insane. It puts pressure on the opponent from the turn it comes out just by being overstated. Late game, it is just a removal spell on top of deploying a beater, which is just fantastic. Outside of that, Danitha and Time of Ice are both very good cards that performed well for me. I think that it would be a tough choice between Danitha and Shivanfire, personally, but Territorial Allosaurus just beats everything. Alright, next up, the green cards in the pack are not very exciting. Gift of Growth is probably the best one, maybe Primordial Worm. The Worm has done some work for me. But next up, we probably see Seal Away and Dark Bargain as probably being the two best. I don't really like this pack very much. You can do some things with Whisper and Black-Green, that is very true. But we're going to go with Seal Away. It's strong removal, deals with almost everything. Why not? Okay, here we've got a couple of choices. Aven Sentry isn't bad. Academy Drake has actually done a lot of work for me. I've been... the turtle is just... It's a turtle. You play on Sarah's Wings on it, you win the game. That's all there is to him. You toss a turtle wields Jousting Lance in its mouth. All of a sudden, yeah, it just does weird things that can't be stopped.
Or it becomes a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yes, it becomes a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle with a Jousting Lance that's hexproof and eats birds. Okay. But realistically, I'm looking between these two cards. Fungal Infection has actually just outright impressed me. But Fungal Plots is a long game's dream. It does tons of work, and we're likely to play it in basically... If we're green, we're playing these two cards, so it's a good reason to be in green. Next up, we have Lingering Phantom, which is a strong card, but this isn't really the deck for it, I think. Out of the white cards, I'm not really a big fan of any of the three. 5 mana for a 3/5 is merely okay. It'll gum up the board. It's not going to put too much pressure on, though. With the kicker, I'm not certain. I've played a ton of artifacts in green-white, but yeah. Deep Freeze is likely the best card in the pack. It's between one of these two. I'm probably going to lean towards Deep Freeze. It's just a solid card. Once again, it's removal that deals with almost everything. You just have to make sure that you're playing a lot of creatures that can actually get through the 0/4, or you're going wide. Both things, green does quite well. Here, I'd lean towards the Avamaya Shepherd. I think Davenant Trapper is actually quite good, but seeing 3 green cards in the pack this late is nice in an AI draft. As well, Yavimai Shepherd is actually like just a good card on its own too. It fits in with what we want to do. Okay, here's our original pack here, or the second pack here. Wait, let's pick 6. Oh wait, no, it isn't. Sorry, just these two being next to each other. None of the blue is exciting. Neither of those are along the lines of what we want to do. Blue-green or blue-white. Both want creatures. I'm going to go with the worm. I like Wormy. Wormy is a friend. Okay, what did we pull here? We've got a dove. Adamant Will is a decent combat trick. So is Gift of Growth. I'm going to go with the Gift of Growth, I think. Alright, so this is the last new pack. I'm going to go with the Arcane Flight. It can actually do some work for us here. If we do end up being blue-green. Not that this is any indication that we will. Here, I think I just lean towards the Frozen Druid. I actually like Arbor Armaments. I think the first Arbor Armament is better than the second Worm. We're not playing any of these cards. We're not playing any of these. Or these. Or these. I hate this UI some days. There needs to be a better way of doing that. Okay. Wait. The hell? Yeah, this is a bug that definitely needs to be fixed, is that this whole draft screen here with the deck definitely has some issues with it. Either stuff getting here or it not correctly displaying the proper amount of cards here are both really annoying things. Now, this pack is absurd for many reasons, primarily the fact that it has many of my favorite cards to draft in here. You have Cast Down. What more do you want me to say about the card? It's just absolutely fantastic. 2 mana, instant speed removal. It doesn't hit everything, but at 2 mana, it hits enough things that you really want it. Dauntless Bodyguard for a 1-drop is actually one of the better 1-drops, and Blessed Light is actually a card I almost always like having one of in my deck, in my white decks, even as a splash. Then you've got another Yavimaya Shepherd, which goes well with what we're doing here. Llanowar Scout's cute, and it actually would make the deck. Out of blue, we only have Blink of an Eye that I would really consider. Then we got Gitu Chronicler, and red is really nice, and I am a fan of it. I think we've only got Seal Away there. We don't have there. Let's go with this for now. Oh. Wow. Well, we're probably playing Tatiofa then. She's Tatiofa. She does... Okay, what the fuck is happening here? Oh, so this is just covering up Tatiofa. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Lovely little game. But it's probably one of the best ways to play Magic available right now, because I prefer this over MTGO. Yay! No, Wizards of the Coast, MTGO is a fine product, and I've never said anything bad about it. Here, I think probably go with an Aven Sentry. We're a deck that is definitely going to be gumming up the board, so having a couple of flying creatures just gives us those nice outs. And we're rewarded with a Pegasus Courser. There's also a Cloud Reader Sphinx. Wow. Cloud Reader Sphinx is fantastic. There's a lot... In Flyers, there's a lot of 3 power. There is not a lot of 4 power and higher. It does work. We don't lose much. We lose an Aven Sentry and a Knight of Benalia. But we're more than willing to play the Blessed Light. This is really, really annoying. More than willing to splash. Those two were in green already. We're likely to have a little bit of a ramping bent with the Territorialsaurs. The Courser's definitely a more aggressive card. That's all I'm going to stick with here. Here we can take a Turtle. Let's go with the Wild Onslaught. Okay, I don't think that there's much of a decision here. Grow from Ashes is exactly what this deck needs to do well. Hear me out. There's not a full collection here, guys. And this card feels like it can do some really busted things. I can't bring myself to do it. We'll take the second Blessed Life for removal. We should be good on removal now. Take a Llanowar Scout. Don't touch me. Oh, I want to rare draft so much now, but Elfheim Druid is actually quite decent in limited. In constructed too, if you really want Llanowar, shitty Llanowar elves numbers, 5 to 8. Is this a family stream?
Oh, no, of course not.
Okay, this is not a family stream. I can swear all the fuck I want.
Exactly. I already,
Beautiful.
Knowing me, I definitely said, like, yeah, it does be true.
Okay, so here we have more stuff that makes me want to pick up some white. This is just a really decent card, but there's also the opportunity to rare draft Sulphur Falls.
I will not judge you for that, because I also did the red to white one randomly, because it went through, it actually cycled through.
There we go. Okay. What else is in here? I really do want at least one Academy Drake. And On Sarah's Wings is also... Oh, fuck off!
I'm a little, like, I side with On Sarah's Wings, because, Academy Drake is, oh shit. The way I see it, it's like, oh fuck, yeah, that is really hard to do.
So, hear me out here, chat. On Sarah's Wings is likely the right choice. It is the kind of card that makes you want to oh dear god. Okay, 1 second. Okay, it is the kind of card that makes you want to stick in white. Goes well with what we're trying to do already. And then we just suit up big creatures and send them flying in for wins. But Joyra is
Hopefully, I've seen sillier things happen.
Yeah. Here, I think we go with Quende. Quende, again, does exactly what we want. Here, we'll go with a Pegasus Courser. There's not really much for us here, so we're going to take... We'll take another Rona. Forget the Shiggles. Take another Llanowar Scout. I kind of want the Divination, but we're going to realize that blue is our splash color and not do that. Here we're taking Skirk Prospector because I'm a fool for the mono red God Pharaoh's Gift deck and I want to build it someday. We'll take a Nature Spiral. It's not the worst card in the world. Probably not going to be playing it, but we'll see. Gideon's Reproach Wheeling is nice. Arbor Armaments number 2 is probably not seen play, but Now we can actually... That excavation elephant is really annoying, chat.
Yeah.
We're not playing with this like this. So, we'll be back in a quick second. Once this actually loads up. Consider this to be our commercial break before we build the deck, after which we will be taking a small break before playing the games. Alright, no more excavation elephants, yay! Alright, let's start doing this. Well, none of you, we're cutting at least one of you. We're probably not playing you. Or you. Or you. Although with the Pegasus Courser, it does make this a little bit better. We'll see. We'll see. So currently, that's not happening. Let's see. So we want to cut Cold Water Snapper. Like, no. We'll keep the combo active. Oh, I rare drafted this if you didn't see.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
How many lands do we have now? So we have 9, 13, 16. Two more cuts. Let's cut down on. Okay, so we got. Probably don't need all of these combat tricks. Probably cut out the Cloud Ridge, the Sphinx, and a Gift of Growth. Keep us a little more creature heavy for fungal plots. This is a slow deck, admittedly, but it has some good top end on it with 2 Primordial Worms on Sarah's Wings and Territorial Allosaurus. The Cold Water Snapper with on Sarah's Wings is just, what more is there to say? Same with Quende, along with a couple of the other things we have. So let's give this a try soon. We will be back briefly, and once we do, we will be trying to go for that illustrious 7 wins, but we will likely settle for the 806 wins so that we can do another draft tonight. See you guys soon.
You shall play for us while we're on break. The break, I will bring something up. Well, at least bring the chat up. Okay, so that is our current. So guys, still here. Like, we do have the one random dude that stuck around from my previous break before we came in. Obviously, not really saying anything, but I'll take it. you.
Phenomenal. Phenomenon.
Yeah, there's like I was really debating on both. It's like, do I click to it's like, yes, I did.
Well, did you use a utilitarian argument or a moral principles argument?
It's like, actually, it's more than, how about you do it?
Well, oh no, it's you who has to take the shot, remember? Now, which side did you get off or Guff? Make me scry? Wow. But here's the problem, Sean. If I try to take it back, then I'd be taking a mulligan. So therefore, I'd have to scry anyways. Go on, you appreciate it. Surprised I'm quick enough at the moment to actually have gotten that. Oh yeah, no, like I fully agree with that because you got one of the only ways I've been winning games with the Muldrotha deck, although that's about to change. Yeah, well before it was basically, well, I'm kind of relying on Scarab God, Liliana, and whatever I somehow managed to hostage take her away from them to win me the game. Otherwise, I didn't really have ways to win the game, and the fact that I had an over 50% win rate was shocking. Now, I can't wait to get it. That's why I'm like, I do want to do the draft, but I do want to do this draft. You have tomorrow off as well, right? So you should definitely draft like throughout the day. Fair enough. I murder some shit, I'm talking draw a fuck ton of cards. And hopefully send a flying giant creature at them.
What next would you
Preferably, but I'm not going to complain about tossing it on a Primordial Worm and slamming in for 8 lifelink immediately.
That's fair.
Like, see, this is a hand that I can keep.
Yeah.
Welcome back, stream. I probably should have given you a little bit of warning to the one viewer that I have right now, who is so appreciated. Basically, you are getting all of the attention in the world from us here at Battle Kittens Gaming.
Yeah.
Sean is currently agreeing in the background. He is watching the game at the moment.
Yeah.
This is a nice keepable hand. Waiting for one of us to play something.
It'll be us.
On the board first. Can we get first blood with our 1 toughness creature going into turn 2?
Oh, and it's a mountain, so...
We're likely up against a more kicker-based deck, or at the very least a big mana monsters deck, which has generally been what I found to be successful in green-red. But this is Arena, this is Dominaria draft, this is still new for many people. We're going to see some really random stuff. I will not be ashamed to say that my 7-win run was definitely achieved by the luck and skin of my teeth of people doing really random things. Let's go see what Mr. Red Mana has in store. No instance. Yeah, we'll play that. Drop that. The Tatyova is likely to be in our hand for a little while, so once we hit 5 mana, we're likely actually to keep 5 or 6 mana. We're likely to start keeping lands in our hand just to help fuel Tatyova. She is one of those cards that will actually win you games outright. So definitely one of the things that when you're doing your Dominaria drafts, look towards getting yourself Tatyova. She will make you happy that you did so. Here, we're just gonna go to attacks. If he's playing a card like Gidu Journey Mage, that likely means that he has more wizards. So this is the kind of trade that we're willing to make. Yeah, you know what? I value the Gideon's approach more than I value the Knight of New Benalia, especially when I've got a card like Fungal Plots that'll let us accrue value anyways. Ooh, and there's the reason why we value Gideon's approach so highly. 4 toughness is an actual hurdle to get over, and there's a lot of 1/3s in the format too. Gideon's approach does do a lot of what you want to do. Here we can leave up the Blessed Life for any major threats. We can get a Saproling off the Fungal Plots. Ooh, Skizik. And he kicked it. That thing deals a lot of damage. I'm not a fan of it. Probably should have attacked there, but that's me streaming at whatever time it is now, like 10 to 2 in the morning. And I will likely complain quite loudly if we do end up losing by exactly 1 life. But anything less than that, I think oh my lord! Excuse me? Did he not realize that that does not untap his lands? This was unexpected. They're indestructible. With a determination that is incorruptible. And we'll end the turn. And, well, we dodged a bullet there, Sean. He Sylvan Awakeninged with 1 mana left untapped.
Shit.
Against a 1/3.
God damn.
Well, for all of the card advantage that we've been spewing and dumping lands onto the battlefield and not really being able to play much, our opponent's made up for it now. And yes, we are certainly playing this immediately. No attackers, because quite honestly, this creature is useless. I'd actually rather it be a 1/1 sapling that might have value in me sacking it. Although now, that is a legitimate threat. I am not a fan, Sam, I am. I'm not a fan of equipment spam. But I am a fan of throwing shit on the field like this. Ooh, Fire Elemental. Intriguing. Three, four. You can kill any 2 of those you like, and I will reap the fungal plotting rewards. Let's drop a creature that can block. Ooh. Now see that. That makes me warm inside. Because now we can just start throwing a 7/6 at their face every turn. Aww. They didn't like us having fun with the fungal plots.
I wonder why.
Oh, well, we can't really have too much fun with the 7/6 at the moment, but if we do attack with it, he has to throw the Fire Elemental and the Mammoth Spider in order to kill it. We make this trade. Then we get the Cold Water Snapper out and we can start swinging in the... Or we make this trade and we can start swinging in the air. I don't know, chat. What do you think?
Everything.
Well, I think that we go to combat, attacks, send in the clown. He is a very lonely clown. They really value that spider. And that's fair. We're totally willing to do that trade as well then. 6. And we'll end the turn there. And we're in a lovely board stall situation, but thankfully, we have cards that get us out of it. Unfortunately, we're not drawing them. One thing that would be really nice would be to draw a land. Any land. To drop onto the battlefield with her. In fact, we could even deal with a flood with Tatiova and Llanowar Scout, and just start dumping cards onto the battlefield. Well, that was a swing, wasn't it? And we'll deal with pesky Birdie Boy and guarantee victory. If he doesn't kill the Pegasus Courser, which he won't. And there's the concede. Before we drew we dropped Tatiova and sat on the same amount of lands that entire time. And yes, I have literally just found the one situation with Tatiova and 2 Llanowar Scouts that I will complain about late game when I have 7 mana that I wanted more lands. You win, Magic. You win. Anything is possible.
When you're part of the team.
Oh my god, somebody actually used an emote. How light and nice of them. We should hopefully make this loss quick for them so that they can get to the next game as soon as possible, because we want to be nice. We don't want to drag it out too long for them only to suffer a loss then. And oh, that is a Mesa Unicorn. Maybe I should play the second Knight. Getting that second 2-drop in there when you've got stuff like On Sarah's Wings and Pegasus Courser feels important. We're not throwing the Courser under the bus there. So I think the right strategy is to suck it up and get the Primordial Worm out as soon as possible and suit it up. He seems to be playing green-white as well. which he's going to gain a lot of life out of it, but that swings around really quickly when you get something like Onsera swings down. Even if we did it on one of these two creatures now, it wouldn't do enough. Because neither of them could still block the Mesa Unicorn. We'd still be losing the race. It's probably better for us to just drop the worm next turn by having the Llanowar Scout and our land for the turn. And then we'll see if he keeps attacking, then we know he likely has a combat trick. Basically, we don't want to risk the worm right now. Although, admittedly, it would feel so good to drop the Territorial Allosaurus right now and smash in for 7. It would feel very good. Yeah, let's do that. Get rid of that. We'll go to combat. Swing in with the Pegasus Courser. And the worm. He can Arbor Armament. Okay. So he's going to kill the Pegasus Courser. And take 7. That thing 5/5. Okay. That's fair. It's very fair magic. So from here, the game plan is to Onsera's Wings. Likely take this. Yeah. We'll take this because from this point on we're winning the trades. Plus it's a first striker. We really don't want to be messing with that crap. Now is the moment that you can almost... There's moments like this in a digital card game when you can almost see the look in your opponent's eyes. It's the thing that I miss the most about paper Magic and why I try to play it when I can. Is seeing that look in your opponent's eyes when you do something like this, and they know they aren't dead for another 5 or 6 turns, but they're racking their head to go, how the hell do I actually get out of this situation? That did not seem to work out as well for my opponent as I think he would have liked. He just swung in with everything.
Goddamn.
This is what we're left with. He lost his 6/6 first strike lifelinker rather unceremoniously.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna kill his other lifelinker, one of his vigilance dudes, and actually gain life. Okay, the game could also just end right there.
Nice.
Well, 2-0 is a nice way to start the draft.
Yeah.
Now, we didn't get to pull a Lyra and not play at this draft, but I think that we should be reasonably happy by the end of it. This seems like a decent deck. Alright. We're going to keep this hand. All it needs is one hand to be really good. We've got an early removal spell to deal with whatever actual threats they play. What we don't want is to draw more 6-drops. So, Arena, we've been good friends for the last couple of days. Can you please fuck off? And there we have the cat doing more damage. And by doing more damage, he's now running over to see what's going on. You should have seen the happy little trot he just made. Well, there's the land that we wanted. Now we just need one more. But we actually have the ability to win the game off of not getting one more, which is even better. I think that we might actually wait till we can do the combo if we can. We'll save the Gideon's Reproach for something that's actually a truly scary threat and not a windbreak. Right on time, the island shows up. We'll drop the Allosaur. Hopefully draw out a removal spell. Are we getting... We're getting syncopated! Oh, shit.
Yeah, kind of saw that coming. 2 men open.
I mean, it's a card, but... Does he have a sec? Well, if he has a second one, we're not getting... we're playing something here. Well, he doesn't have another counterspell. Or he actually was smart and hit the end turn button immediately as the turn started, so as to save it. There's the Eviscerate. So this turn, especially now that he's tapped out, we play combo piece number 1. And then he starts staring at the turtle and going, Now here's the important part. We do not risk the card in combat. We take 4 damage. We make fucking certain that the turtle lasts until next turn. But once that happens, this game is won.
All he's thinking is that turtle.
Did you just make a turtle implant?
Yes.
Michelangelo would be proud. And now that he has successfully tapped out yet again... Ooh, what did he get? Well, he lost 2 sagas so far. That's nice. We'll do it like this, because nothing is better than leaving up a blue mana. We also leave up the Gideon's Reproach, because we'll likely try to block this thing down, and then if they try to use a combat trick, we'll Gideon's Reproach and eat it. But now, this is what we in the business call a Baneslayer Angel with hexproof. We'll tap it like this way that we can start. Before the dairy products and start to curdle. Oh. And this is the issue that many limited players face, is that a 5/6 Flying Vigilance Lifelink Hexproof is very difficult to deal with in limited. At the moment, I can think of one card in the set off the top of my head that can deal with it, and that is Urza's Ruinous Blast, which he can't even cast right now, even if he had it in his hand and had the mana to play it, the right mana colors. Oops. I hate that button.
Yeah.
Ooh! That is cute. Okay, my guy has no first strike. Okay. That's good to note. Here we'll leave up Blessed Light. If he goes to end his turn without another flyer, we just kill that thing off and swing in for the win. If he plays an actual threat, we'll Blessed Light that instead. If he plays a flyer that isn't a threat, we'll keep it in hand. That is not an actual threat. And thus the Bant Turtle deck wins another game.
Nice. That's why Dominaria is such a fun set.
It's turtle time.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You know what you should do? Sit back, relax, put the stream on the TV.
Oh, that is very true.
Instead of standing there if you want to.
Yeah. This TV, so why didn't know where the remote is. Alright,
Ooh, a tragic poet on turn 1. Oh, we're going to start off with a plane so as not to frighten anybody. And then probably lead off with Elfane Druid into Quende. Ooh. Very triumphant. Alright, now this is what we call getting punished.
Yeah, that is. Definitely does.
Okay, a 3-2 is not something to actually be worried about in our situation right now. So we'll likely just attack in. Go, Quende! Did you mute it?
I was very low. Yeah. I don't want any feedback or anything.
And we'll likely just drop to Jova here. Now it's probably a bad idea to expose her to danger like this, but I really do want to play Primordial Worm on 6. And if he's gonna insist on dropping stuff like this, I'm kind of fine with it. What? Okay, I'll keep swinging in with Quende. Or I'll do even worse. No, it's a good idea. Well, we just took our opponent down to 2. Always feels good. And there's the 4th victory of the day. Two more to go to achieve our goal, chat. And welcome to the second viewer. Sorry I didn't notice immediately when you logged online. We're doing Dominaria drafts today. And currently, we have been rocking it out 4-0 with a nice green-white deck that's proving that On Sarah's Wings is actually just a really good card. It's got a little bit of a nice little blue splash for Tetiova, the 3-3 that you get to draw a card and gain a life whenever your land enters the battlefield under your control. We've also got the Hexproof Turtle. If I remember correctly, I think we have Arcane Flight in here. I could be wrong, though. We haven't drawn it in any of our victories, so it hasn't really come up too much. Here we get to play a nice, quick Aven Sentry on 3 off the Llanowar Scout. Hopefully he starts suiting up the Mesa Unicorn so that we can blow them up again. That exact situation has led to some victories tonight already. We're not blocking here. That seems like a bad idea overall. Or he could just keep dropping those things. It's also mildly annoying. We're just gonna grow for mashes here to get our island. Combat. I'll likely use the Gideon's approach. Doesn't seem to like that plan. But he decided to go with killing the Llanowar Scout instead of saving his second Mesa Unicorn and dealing 4 to me, which I must say I'm grateful for. What I'm not grateful for is him continuing to drop Mesa Unicorns, because really, dude, haven't you got enough? 3 Mesa Unicorns. He's clearly having a good day, too. Now, if he is brave enough to attack in here, I've just got to say it right now. We are not blocking. It's a good card. Seven, we have 7. So let's set it up a little bit. We're going to drop that. Let's do it like that. On the turn. Now, the big thing is that we're trying to discourage blocking here, but realistically we don't want to be blocking at all. Ooh. I think we can wait on the Wild Onslaught a bit. Dropping the hexproof turtle feels a little bit more important. Ooh, now we have to sack a creature. Yes, we're willing to sack that so we can get another sack relief. So far, this does not seem to be being a good day for our opponents. Especially when we just keep gaining life. I don't think he is enjoying the fact that I'm exiling cards right now. Or is he just trying to desperately find some kind of way? I do enjoy the fact that he's getting rid of his lifelink creatures, that he could have just swung in for a desperate attack just to be able to get some life. Well, now he gets to get back his 2/1 semi-indestructible against my board. That seems good for him. What did you draw for your turn, buddy boy? You drew defeat. And quest completed. We're at 650 gems. Let's go for that 850 gems. This seems like a good hand. We're gonna keep it. And what was that, Sean?
Well, I was about to say, like, one more win, that's a full free draft.
Which I will take advantage of, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Oh, look, a non-Ceres Wings. Now that is a fun card. Especially when you can follow it up with some shenaniganery. Ooh! That is some shenaniganery on my opponent's part. Well played, opponent. Your field is very Jundy today. Welcome, third viewer, even though I know that you are simply Sean. It's good to have you here. Alright, we're going to drop the fungal plots here. Let's see what our opponent has to do for the turn. Skittering Surveyors. Tisk tisk. Oh, he can have that forest. I like having Tatiova, but here comes Quande. Best part about Quende? Well, see for yourself, folks. Do. Oh, opponent, you have forest. Well, right now, ideally, we're going to be able to swing in for 6 damage here. We're not going to block this when it attacks. Alright. Now that that's done... Ooh, Drudge Skeleton. That's a good card. Let's go for those skies. Let's see you deal with this now. Do you have the answer, my Jundi opponent? No? I would have figured if he had Eviscerate, he'd slam it down here. Valid Soothsayer. Okay. Yeah, we're fine with Valid Soothsayer. Let's just go to combat, attack, swing in. And we'll end the turn here. We won't play Tatiova, just in case. I'll keep Fungal Plots at the ready, and Blessed Light if he plays a flyer. If he plays a flyer, we can Blessed Light it and then Wild Onslaught. That is the hopeful situation, is like he taps out for the 3/2 flyer in black. Gains, maybe not that one because he gains a little bit of life, but if he can drop a nasty flyer on the field and I can just go pop, that would be very sweet. Not the sapling. Well, I'm not blocking that, boy. I'm at way more health than I need to have at the moment. You don't. I'm not the defender here. And once again, on Sarah's Wings, with a bunch of creatures that are really good with On Sarah's Wings, is a winning strategy. Oh good, it's the second opponent who's resorted to sacking his entire board in order to be able to find a victory out of the jaws of defeat. Oh, GG. Wait, is that's from your graveyard? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes, Chad, I know I didn't do Fungal Plots. But 6-0, not bad at all. Alright, chat, we're going to take a quick break here. I'm going to go outside and take a couple of vitamin N supplements. And then after go to the washroom after I get back. The 7th and final game of the night for you guys. Stay tuned. We'll be back. I like Dominaria.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Let's see, I won the FNM, the first FNM draft.
Yeah.
Lost the second one. Went 1-1 and or 1 and 2. Then I go 7 and 2. There. And then I go 1 and 2, or 1 and 3.
Yeah.
Now I'm 6 and 0. Starting to see a pattern yet?
Yeah.
Do my next draft off stream.
What the hell is up with the second screen here? He put the stream at full screen for some reason. Even though, like, fair enough. Yeah, this, this kind of weird that he put it full screen. Yeah, I won't complain. Because he wasn't able to keep an eye on chat that way. Oh, just like commenting on the thing. It's like you put the actual thing full screen. Can't really keep an eye on chat.
That is a... Sorry about that, chat.
Well, no.
If I what?
Well, no one really say anything, but like I did find it kind of weird. Actually, chat was already there to begin with.
But there was a reason I had it full screen.
Fair enough.
You have the time delay,
Oh yeah.
so I was very much realizing as I was speaking that it was just this weird disconnect that was fucking with my head.
Yeah.
So I did not enjoy that.
Yeah, that's not another thing. Is like that's one of the reasons why I'm like when I'm going to center and you go for it.
Oh, you're not going to.
Yeah, I think just well, let's see how you want to go.
I'm probably not going to, because yeah, I'm going to do some kind of shit as well.
Yeah, that is my big thing. Since we're so soon in the something. Because the what? It's the 13th. So
It's the 13th. We have, surprisingly though, we have 3 episodes.
well, by the way, I see it's like just over two. Like,
Yeah, just 2.5 to 2 3/4.
yeah. Because like 2.5 is like there's like so much stuff you still have to do with theme. Yeah, it's like so much like so. Given our days, like the number of days after we have it, like what we could do with our days off.
Yeah, that's very fair. Although, admittedly, like that's one thing that I'm thinking I'll start about this week because I'm exposed every day.
Yeah.
So at least if I'm not going to work until 5, I
Yeah.
can at least, even if I spend over like an hour and a half each day on it, it'll be done with it the whole time.
Exactly.
Hell, I do spend an hour and a half in about, yeah, this entire area I'll have everything decked out
Fair enough. Well,
and cleaned up, and yeah.
fair enough. Well, I just can do like overestimate the amount of time.
Oh yeah, which is a good strategy. Do not get me wrong. Hell, I was gonna ask and find out if there was the possibility if we went in for a draft or something, that we go in like or even for sealed league on the last next week if they have enough room there in the basement right now. Probably just toss it on the bottom maintenance or bring it over. So it's something you don't want I know I need a driver as well, obviously. Yeah, exactly. Walk in with prepaid visa. Yeah, but no, if you want to do that to help split down on the cost for both of us, God knows my shit's gonna take a long trip to be done. because the 31st will be close. So go off, get it all done and ready before I leave for work. Before I come home, go to sleep, get up, do the move. Exactly. Yeah. So on the 30th, I've got the 31st off. I'm not that stupid. No, I have the 31st off. I might try as hard as physically possible to get some to take the 30th for me as well. It would be amazing having us for like that too. But then again, paydays on Friday. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no. I figured that from what you were telling me. Now, okay. Yeah, the return isn't close enough to turn 6 runs into 5,000 gems. Or gold, unless you have a full collection. Full collection, perfect deck, and the skill store. On gold, however, you can go infinite. Alright, chat. Chasing that 7-0 dream. Can we get our first 7-0 draft? We've done 7-2. But can we get 7-0? Stay tuned to find out. We'll keep this. It allows us to play the Yavimaya Shepherd ahead of time, and it gives us the mana to play Territorial Allosaurus on 3 if we draw any land. Or rather, like, we can play the Yavimaya Shepherd on time if we don't. The Territorial Allosaurus if we do. It's looking like we aren't going to, which is fine. But always trust in the... We do not use that dirty term here.
It's time to duel.
So we're going to attack it with the Territorial Allosaur and drop a Quende. Well, we'll go wide. Don't quite want to lose Quende yet, even to clear up that. Next turn we'll probably swing with him and the Yavimaya Shepherd. Here comes the double block. Now we're just going to flood the board with as many things as we can. And he's going to do the same. Oh! Oh! Hello there. That's not pleasant to deal with. Finally, someone else who knows the true menace that this game has. We can't have him gaining all of that life each turn without us being able to attack through. So, while this slows us down, we have ways around. We have ways of just punching through it in the deck. It feels like one of them. We got rid of the Steal Away before we played our Primordial Worm and Cold Light. Primordial Worm. Just need one more land. Oh! Hi! Oh, hi there! I'm gonna have to waste 2 premium removal spells on killing that Karox or Varix. And my cat Medivh is here to say hello. The true battle kitten. And now we begin to go off. He played his bomb mythic. I play my mythic uncommon. And Tatiova Lanoir Scout just goes off even more. We'll drop this. Gonna do another suicide attack, boy? No? Damn. And my opponent concedes to the infinite value train that is Tatiova, and we have achieved perfection. 7-0, folks.
Nice.
Let's see what the prizes are. One booster pack, but 950 gems is appreciated. And now, presenting to you, Adelez and Grace. Adelez is nice. It's an uncommon we want. And a gold wild card. Now that is definitely something we wanted, folks. Wild cards are the blood and essence of this game right now. We're going to be doing something fun with this wild card for sure. Let's take a look at our Muldrotha deck right now. See what it could use. I know. Currently we're definitely bumping that up. Probably cut a hostage taker for it. No, we should cut that too. But I want to craft a second Champion of Wits. This is a card that basically is one of the things that makes this deck run, is having access to both the card draw, the card filtering, the Eternalize effect, and the ability to just fuel your late end cards and find them in the first place. Next up, need to cut some more stuff from here. I think at that point I want to cut down one of those for sure. And based on what I was running, I think I want to cut down that. That gives us one slot. Probably want to cut one more card. Go down to 2 chewies. Just as a test. Well, they are some of the best cards. We really kind of want to keep this core alive. Looking for our 3 drops here. One thing that has been annoying me recently, there is a ton of white-based control with a ton of enchantment-based removal. We're getting ahead of the game there. We say fuck that shit. Where are you? No, you're in here. We're looking for the 3/4 dinosaur that you can sack to blow up an enchantment. Or a... there it is. Thrashing Brontodon. That's its name. And there we are, folks. New and improved Muldrotha. Thrashing Brontodon's actually just a good fit in this deck as well, because it is a more graveyard-focused deck to begin with. This is what we've been taking into the standard event, into the constructed events, and we haven't been doing too bad with this. It's not a finished product by any means. This is the other deck we've been meaning to upgrade currently. One of the things I did want to do with it, first things first, History of Benalia goes in. freeze as well. The second Shalai. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. We're up to 4 sealaways now, that's fantastic. Cut 2 more cards. Well, I want to cut the Pride Sovereigns, to be honest. Don't like that we don't have very many 3-drops, though. And that for 2-drops as well. Let's try this out for now. Do we have an event going yet? We do not. Alright, folks. This has been a wonderful draft to have with everybody today. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to be ending it here. But we shall see you later. Have an excellent stream, guys. An excellent night. Battle Kittens out.